wonderful world, and welcome back to my channel. It's been quite a while since I've posted a video, so I figure I'm due to post another one for you guys. This video, I'm not sure how to go about doing it, so I've just decided to post it because I've been planning on doing this for quite a few months now. So I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know how it's going to end up being, but here it is. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story about my journey. The reason I haven't posted for a while is not that I haven't been reading. I've just been doing this. So basically here is the story, I guess. So a while back, I told you guys, I believe I told you, I hope I did, that I started reading The Wheel of Time. Now, I did read it and I got to book number 7. And then, well, I stopped. I burnt out because I kept reading and reading and reading. And then at one point in time, because there's so much going on, it just all got very confusing and you know, I didn't want to go on with it anymore, so I stopped reading it. That I believe was the last couple of years. Hasn't It's been less than 5 years ago. I know that for sure, but I couldn't tell you exactly when, so my apologies. So anyways, last year, and I wish I wrote down when I started doing this behind me, which we'll go through in a second. But I decided, you know what, I'll give it another shot. But I'm doing this really completely differently than what I usually do. Because this is like a 14 book mega read, I'll call it that. I'm sure you guys have all heard about it. And because there's so much going on, I started reading The Eye of the World, this one here. And when I started reading this, I wish I had written down when I started it. For some reason I didn't, because I didn't think it would turn into this massive thing that it already has. But when I started reading it, before I started it, I decided that I'm not going to rush into it. And basically what I did was, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I went and I took every single book that I had and I went to the very back of them, to the very end, right here, and I wrote down the page number when it completely finished. So I did that to all 14 books and I ended up with this list. And then what I did was I added up how many pages that was, which the versions that I have is 11,482. I divided that by the amount of days in a year, and this is what my goal is. If I read 1 page a day, yes, people, I am a slow reader. I have dedicated to 1 page a day. If I read that, it'll take me about 31 and a half years or so, give or take, to read all 14 books. So, I like reading. I love getting into the story. I love enjoying it. And so that is my goal. So in about 31 and a half years, if I'm still filming this and if you guys are with me, you'll see the end of this. No, I'm just joking. But basically, I gave myself 1 page a day because I don't want to force myself to read this. I don't want to feel like I have to, finish this. If there's something else that comes along the way and that's what I'm interested in, that's what I'm going to read in between these guys. Because like I said, the first time that I went around with it, I just went go, 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 and I completely burned myself out. I have no interest in doing that. I'm not in a competition with anyone. I'm just gonna go at my own pace. Now, I've had a few days off. Yesterday I read like 50 pages. The day before that I read like 20 pages because I had to go out and do a bunch of stuff. The day before that, I don't know, 30, 40 pages, whatever I read. I'm not sticking to the exact 1 page a day, but if I do have a certain day where it's super busy in my day and it's the end of the day and I'm going to bed, yeah, you know what? I'll pick it up and I'll read that page. That's all that I'm doing. So I think that's a pretty good idea for myself anyways. Let me know what you guys think. And then to this right here. So what has happened is my brother has watched a few videos where people were using these sticky tabs in their books, and he showed me these videos of a bunch of people using these, and I thought it was brilliant. You guys, if you've seen my book review on Brandon Sanderson, Tress of the Emerald Sea, you'll see that I've used them. I've used them in a number of other things. But with this, because again, there's so much going on, so many stories, so many things, I decided I'm going to start doing that in here. However, very quickly, if you can see at the beginning, it's just impossible. There's so much happening, so much you're introduced to, so many characters, so many storylines, so many things going on that this wasn't going to do. So here I am, and I decided I was gonna start stickering this dresser drawer that I have of mine with just a few little sticky notes that I had. Anyways, by the time I ended up finishing this book, which again I didn't write down when I started, I do know it was summertime of last year, but I finished it November 10th of 2024. I ended up with an entire wall of these things. Now, Christmas was coming and I needed to clean the place up because, you need to clean for Christmas. That's what we do around here. So I had to get rid of these sticky tabs. And let me tell you guys, they were all over this dresser. They were absolutely everywhere and I didn't know what to do with it. So I, I was like, oh my God, like, what's going to happen? So I ended up taking them from the front of the dresser drawers that I had, and so that my mom wouldn't get mad at me, I took all the sticky notes down and I put them at the back of the door. So when you opened it, you were like faced with all these sticky notes everywhere on all these drawers. Anyways, after Christmas came and went, I didn't know still what to do with them, so we were coming up with plans. And believe it or not, my mom gave me a great idea. And she said to me, why don't you use the wrapping paper rolls that you would wrap gifts on or whatever? You know how they come in that tube roll. And you could use that paper and you could stick all your notes on there and then you can wrap them up. And I thought, that's kind of a cool idea, right? And then my brother comes along and goes, you know what? That's really cool. That's like a scroll. And honest to goodness, it's going to end up being that way. So basically, it's an entire roll that I've taken up and I've unrolled it. And then now that I'm finished book one, all I do is roll it up and I think I'm going to put Wheel of Time book one or something like that on it. And then next book, if you actually see the other side of the wall, I've stickered the entire wall again because I'm on book number 2 now, which is The Great Hunt. And as of today, I'm on page 352, way ahead of time of my 1 page a day thing. But again, it's just, I'm doing it as I go. If I don't want to continue on for the next month or so and I want to pick up another book, that's fine. I'm okay with that. 1 page a day takes a couple of minutes to do, and that's that. So that's my story. That's what I've been up to. I'm gonna show you this, you guys. I was thinking of doing this video and talking to you guys about the Wheel of Time and about everything that is going on and going through all of these notes. But I figure there are so many people that have already put out so many of these videos. I'm sure that if you guys were interested in this, I'm not the first one that you guys would come to have a look at it and to learn about it. So instead of doing that, I've told you a story of what happened. Now I'm going to show you the disaster behind me. I'm sorry if the camera is a little bit wobbly. Please just bear with me. So starting from, dear Lord, starting from the very top, going all the way to the very bottom there. That's basically the first book of the Wheel of Time. So that's what I'm doing. And then, like I said, the second book I've started. I'm already, I think, half of the way in there, and so I'm doing that with the second book as well. And that's it. I don't know if I'm gonna post this every time I finish a book, or if I'm just gonna maybe do a short video just updating you guys and where I am. Even like a short video just for my own self, just so that for me that I know where I am or what I'm up to. But that's it for me. That's what I've been doing, and hopefully you've enjoyed this. The wall of everything and anything. On a funny note, when I started this, I had all these, like I said, these notes on my dresser, and there was a note that was left there, and I was like, I didn't write this. So my brother, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but over here, and I'm keeping this, makes a little note and says mad scientist stuff. So I laughed my head off. I thought it was quite funny. So there it is. That's gonna go there and it's gonna stay there. Also, there's stuff like E equals MC squares and some other equations and all sorts of things. So I had such a good time with it. I really did. It was so much fun. And then these kind of things make it even more, I guess, fun or adventurous, or it's just something that happened and it was great. So that's what's going on. I don't want to, make this extra long or anything like that, but that's what I've been up to, you guys. And I do have another video I do have to post about the Six of Crows that I read, which will be coming out shortly. That's it. I wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by and enjoying my wall of sticky notes, I guess. I don't know what else to call them. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. And have yourself a wonderful day. Also, today is the first day of spring, so happy spring, and I will see you guys next time. Ciao!